Welcome back to the Forensic Detailing channel, guys. Do not forget to subscribe. So how to ceramic coat alloy wheels. I think we talked about this many times on the channel. So here I've got my RC90 wheels, BBS. They've just had new rubber on them and they've had the wheel weights put on. These were coated probably well over a year ago, and you can't easily clean the inside of these. So I'm quite impressed with the condition of the inside of this barrel, because I'm going to be able to get this quite nice. You can see just the dirt isn't sort of bonded to it, so it's going to be relatively easy to clean. I'm not going to have to use any funny acids. Just going to have to use a little bit of tar and glue up there. In fact, I should start soaking it out now to get that old rubber off. And I reckon I can get this probably clean with Surfix HD. Maybe a little bit of fallout removal will be good, just to scrub it all out. So let's just go inside a second and just talk about these ceramic coatings. So I'm going to be using Gyeon Rim. Now the important thing with these coatings is really they're there to make the alloy wheel easier to clean. They're not going to really improve the finish. They're just going to make it easier to clean and hopefully stop the brake dust biting into the paintwork, and then getting under the paintwork and fracturing the lacquer or whatever the finish is, and then you get the exposed alloy and bubbling. So you want to try and avoid that by keeping your alloys nice and well maintained and ideally coated. It's the best form of protection. Now, some little tips. I think in the barrel, you can't really see in the barrel, especially on these alloys with all the spokes, but even on other ones, you can't really see in the barrel. The barrel of an alloy wheel is a hostile environment that spends its whole life getting abrasive brake dust fired at it at high speeds. You're not so worried about the finish and the quality of the coating finish in the barrel of the alloy wheel, in my opinion. You know, some people will disagree, but yeah, whatever. So in the barrel, all I'm going to do is put loads of coating down and not buff it and just leave it so I get a big thick layer of coating. Difference, it's a bit like putting a wax down. If you put a big layer of wax down and you don't buff it, you've got a big thick layer there that will be there for years. But with the wax, it'll obviously look horrible. With the coating, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. But the amount of material we're going to leave behind will be massive compared to if we don't buff it, you know, which will just leave a tiny amount. Then I'll just put the coating on the rest of it all normally and buff it, because I don't want any high spots, you know, or little patches on the on these. And these bits, the face here is easier to clean as well. So it's more about that barrel. Another complexity that I've got is that this is bare metal. I think that's it's not aluminium, is it? I think it's chrome. It might be bare chrome, you tell me. Get a black oxide coming off it when I polish it. I think it's chrome, isn't it? Yeah, no matter what you do with that, even if you are lacquering it, it's probably the best option, but you lose that raw finish, but it dulls up, unfortunately, and even a coating, you put a coating on it, will still dull up. Then if you try and metal polish it, you'll strip the coating off. So I'm not sure what to do with that. I think I'll buzz over it with the metal polish and coat it, but I won't worry too much. It's only because I'm doing the coating that I'll put it on. And then the alloy will be nice and protected for a few years. I'll also protect these plastic cap covers. I always take these off before it goes into, before the wheels come off, because if you try and take these off with that plastic thing and you don't put a microfiber over the face, it just gouges these out, and they've just been refinished. So I always just take them off and then I'll put them back on last, and that's just a way of keeping them, you know, looking really nice. That's about it really. So I'm going to crack on. The problem I've got today is this normally be about a 4 or 5 hour job, wouldn't it, to do this? Maybe a bit more. Don't know. I haven't got the strength. I'm still recovering from the lurg. I want to clean these arches out and dress the arches as well. So I don't think I can do all this in one day. So I think I'm going to take 2 alloys out, do all the cleaning, coating of those 2 alloys, and clean up the arches and dress the arches. And I've got a feeling that's all I'm going to be able to manage. It's pretty pathetic, but I can, you know, I'm on the mend, but the energy is just not there at the moment. So we'll get there. Doug. Okay guys, I'm ready to coat my alloy. Look at it, it's looking really nice and clean. The metal's got a bit of brilliance back to it. I went over it with the Gyeon metal polish and the wheel and some cloths to get it shinier. It's not, there's some metal polishing experts out there and I'm not one of them. But one thing I know is it's not just a case of getting it nice, it's a case of keeping it nice. Like if you want a brilliant finish, like a brilliant show chrome standard, you're going to be doing this quite a lot, and I'm not. I'm doing it like once a year, so I get it to a certain standard like that. That's good enough for me, and I just want to keep my wheel kind of clean and looking kind of decent, like, you know, that's kind of what I'm happy with. So let's go and coat this. I think we'll do the barrel first. Let me just set this up. Get this here so you can see what we're doing. Okay, let's just pan it out. Yes, you got a good shot there. I'll close the door. Right, excuse the cough. So this is nice and clean. About as clean as really you're going to get for an old alloy wheel. Oh, what's going on there? Tighten that up. Yeah, some little bits where I think the thread lock might have sort of got pushed to the outside because of gravity and then dried and created these little black spots which were really difficult to get off. But yeah, it's just part of it. About as clean as I can get them anyway. We've just really used relatively mild chemicals to do that. Let's hope that doesn't go anywhere. So we'll give the Gyeon Rim a shake. And I'm going to use quite a lot. I'd rather use too much than just waste all the chemical that's in here. So that's just the way I'm going to roll. So I'll start the wheel weight so I know that's my centre point. Just going to try and get this on pretty quick. Well, I might as well coat over those weights actually. A lot quicker than I used to do this. The only real important thing is just remember where you've been. You can change these around. You should be getting one wheel per felt thingy. If you know what I mean, you get 4 felt thingies, I think, with the kit. Just going to go around that inner arch again. So we've got loads. Right. Then I'm going to go around the inner barrel, the inner face, sorry. That would do for me. Now, normally, most people buff this. I'm not going to. I'm like happy with the finish. I'm not worried about the finish in this barrel. I'm just worried about it maintaining the paint. So the paint, you know, making it easy to clean and all that. That's my priority. So that's it. Now I'm going to flip it over and do the face. You could get one of those... you know, you could get one of those what are they called? Alloy wheel holders with the rollers on them. If you want to make this slightly easier. But if you're only doing one a year, what's the point? It's just going to take up space. So let's get this. Just doing the face now. Might as well put some in there. It's covered underneath, isn't it? I'll do all the caps at the end, all 4 of those caps. Now I've got to do the tricky bit. So I'm going to pop this out of here. So I need the gloves really. Fold that over. Imagine doing this every day. Drive you mad. Right, that's done. Lola. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Still a bit of dirt on that cloth. Never mind, you'll always get a bit of that. One down, 4 to go. Okay. Lovely. We'll put these back inside because we won't be using those for a while. Excuse me. Now, really, you probably just want to leave that alone for about an hour. I'm going to pop it back on the car. Just going to pop it back on the car to leave it there. I've cleaned out the arch. You can see all the water on the floor where I've just scrubbed it out. Just used the hose, not the pressure washer. Clean enough. And yeah, put the wheel back on, loose fit it and let it cure off. That's it, done. And then I'll put the dressing and I'll use the Gyeon Tire Express, which I really like. Can go on a bit wet with that, it thins it out, it's nice. So there we go guys, I'll come back and conclude this video in a sec. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay guys, I'm pretty much done. All of the alloys are on. What do I think of this coating? Well, it feels pretty much like the old Evo coating. It's nice and beady and hydrophobic like the old one. I shouldn't really be playing around getting these too wet, but these have been dry for a few hours now. I'll make sure that gets dry again before it goes back on the car, or I'll probably put them all back on tomorrow actually. Why risk it? But all of those wheels are on and torqued up now. How long has this taken me? I started about 10, 11. It's now coming up to 6 o'clock. That's not good. Why is it taking so long? I don't know. I think, yeah, just polishing up the little metal bits didn't help, and I've taken a couple of breaks. I have done all of them though. I just wanted it all done today, so I've got some other stuff to do tomorrow. So the car is looking good. The alloys are coated again, which should hopefully make it look clean. I think this, when I did the alloy wheel ceramic coating comparison video many years ago with all of them, I thought Rim was the most balanced one, that was very beady but not too difficult to apply, not a really slick, not a really sticky coating, sorry. Just, you know, just put it on. It's easy to apply, guys. It's pretty idiot proof. If I can do it, you can do it. Just get some space. I've done most of the work on that little trestle out there. Ideal day today, not too hot, no wind, perfect. I haven't got to use the car, so really I could, this car will be fine to drive tomorrow. I'm just not going to wash it for like a week to allow that coating to fully cure on the alloys, but it'd be fine to dry. It'd be 99% cured within 24 hours, and then, you know, don't quote me on this, but then another 7 to 10 days to get that extra 1% to 100% cure, something like that. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this one. This isn't for everyone, coating alloy wheels. It's a real pain. You've got to have the jacks, you know, what they called? Yeah, trolley jacks. You know, means to get the alloys off, means to put them back on, torque up your nuts properly, clean up the brakes while you're there. Not everyone likes doing all that sort of stuff. I love doing it. I think it's important to do it as well. Just keep all your suspension grot free, you know, keep all the grime out of there, especially under those lips as well, you know, in that arch. Then spray it all with Atom Mac and just keep that area of the car maintained as best you can at home. And it's an important part of the car, isn't it? I've now got good rubber. They're all torqued up. The only thing I need to do is just check my tyre pressures. So thanks for watching, guys. Definitely recommend you check this out if you're looking to provide protection on your alloy wheels. What should you expect from these coatings? Well, when it's fresh on there, you'll see all the hydrophobics, but more what you should expect is when it's dirty and you pressure wash, you get more dirt off, to the point where you can almost maintain it, not contact free, you know, but less heavy scrubbing. And, you know, so wash it more often, perhaps with milder chemicals, and just let that coating release some of that dirt and make it a bit easier, rather than using heavy stuff. So I'll just carry on washing it how I do with the Surfex HD, which doesn't strip ceramic coatings, you know, or even a shampoo, whatever, and then just poke it with a little brush, and you know, keep trying. These are an absolute nightmare to keep clean, these spokes. You have to go in there and poke them all, and even when you think you've poked them all, there's still dirt in there. And even after I'd cleaned them and I was putting the coating on, I still find little bits of dirt in there. That is just the nature of the beast, and anyone says you don't get that is lying. It's just the nature of the beast with those alloys. Dirt hides everywhere. Even if you go around methodically, like the angle you've gone around methodically, you can't see it all. Sometimes when you change the position of the alloy, you find another bit of dirt at the last minute. That's just the nature of it. But they're okay now. Yeah, should be good. So thanks for watching. Looking forward to taking this for a drive. Feeling a lot better actually. This is the first full day. This is day 7 of this virus, and I think it's well on its way to going now. I'll still be coffee a little bit tomorrow, a little bit rough tomorrow, so just take it easy, and then hopefully by Sunday it'll be gone. Okay, bye now.